8 seconds. That's all it took. 8 seconds to prove everything. 8 seconds to silence skeptic. 8 seconds to change 500 minds. 8 seconds that became legend. This is story of day. Bruce Lee was teaching 500 students when arrogant teacher challenged him. And 8 seconds later, everything changed. Forever. Long Beach, California, August 2nd, 1967. Long Beach International Karate Championships, largest martial arts event in America. 5,000 spectators packed arena. Martial artists from every discipline. Karate, judo, taekwondo, kung fu, boxing, wrestling. Everyone came to watch, to learn, to compete. And Bruce Lee, he was there to demonstrate, to teach, to show what real martial arts looked like. Bruce Lee, age 26, already famous in martial arts community, already controversial, already revolutionary. He'd challenged traditional martial arts, created his own system, Jeet Kune Do, way of intercepting fist, philosophy that rejected rigid styles, embraced efficiency, simplicity, directness. Traditional masters hated it, called him rebel, called him disrespectful, called him fake, called him Hollywood showman. But Bruce didn't care. He knew his truth. Time would prove him right. That afternoon, Bruce scheduled for special demonstration, not competition, not performance, educational seminar. He would teach, show techniques, explain philosophy, share knowledge. Arena managers gave him main stage, 2 p.m. slot, prime time. Expected maybe 100 attendees, martial arts community showing up, students wanting to learn. Nothing major, just regular demonstration, simple teaching session. But word spread fast through the venue. Bruce Lee teaching today, 2 p.m., main stage. People got excited, really excited. News traveled through crowd like wildfire. Instructors told students. Students told friends. Everyone wanted in. By 1:30 p.m., main arena filling up. By 1:45, completely packed. By 2 p.m., over 500 students sitting on floor, filling seats, standing in aisles, pressed against walls, overflowing into corridors. Security worried about fire code violations, but nobody left. Everyone wanted to see Bruce Lee. Everyone wanted to learn from Bruce Lee, the man who fought Wong Jack Man, the man who trained champions, the man who revolutionized martial arts. This was opportunity, rare opportunity. 500 students, all eager, all respectful, all ready to learn. Bruce walked onto stage. Simple appearance, black training pants, no shirt, no shoes. Just his body, lean, defined, 140 pounds of pure efficiency, not bulky, not massive, just perfectly conditioned. Every muscle visible, every movement purposeful, like coiled spring ready to release. He bowed to audience. Audience bowed back. Respect shown. Respect received. Bruce smiled warmly. Thank you for coming. Today, I want to share with you not techniques, but principles. Principles that work everywhere, against anyone, in any situation. Principles that transcend style. He began teaching. Demonstrated 1-inch punch. Volunteer from audience. Large man. 200 pounds. Muscular. Confident. Bruce positioned him. Hand on chest. 1 inch away. Explained mechanics. Hip rotation. Whole body power. Focused energy. Then struck 1 inch. Volunteer flew backwards. 4 feet. landed on padding. Shocked. Crowd gasped. Some thought it was trick. Bruce explained, "Not magic, physics, body mechanics. Anyone can learn, with proper training, proper understanding, proper dedication." Then demonstrated speed, asked volunteer to punch him. Full power, any technique. Volunteer threw right cross. Bruce's hand moved, caught fist, mid-flight. Before it reached him, volunteer tried again. Left hook, caught. Right uppercut, caught. Every punch, caught before landing. Volunteer exhausted. Bruce barely breathing. Explained, speed isn't about moving fast. It's about seeing early, anticipating, reading body language, understanding telegraphing, then responding efficiently. Economy of motion. 500 students mesmerized, taking notes, watching carefully, some filming with cameras, capturing history. Bruce continued, showed trapping techniques, demonstrated chisao, explained centerline theory, talked about economy of motion, about using opponent's force, about water philosophy. Be water, my friend. Water adapts, flows around obstacles, crashes when needed, gentle when needed. That's real martial arts. That's evolution. 45 minutes into demonstration, everything going perfectly. Students engaged, learning, understanding. Bruce feeling good, sharing knowledge. Fulfilling purpose, living his philosophy through teaching. Then it happened. Interruption. Loud voice from back. "Excuse me." Everyone turned. Man standing up, walking down aisle toward stage. Confident stride. Aggressive posture. Chest out. Chin up. Everyone watching. Who was this? What did he want? Man reached stage, climbed up uninvited, stood facing Bruce. Everyone silent, waiting, tension building. You could feel it. Bruce looked at him, calm, centered, no aggression, just awareness. "Yes? Can I help you?" The man was teacher, karate instructor, traditional style, Shotokan, 5th degree black belt, been practicing 20 years, owned 3 dojos, 200 students, successful, respected in community, but also arrogant. Believed traditional karate was only true martial art. Everything else was inferior, especially Bruce Lee's mixed-style nonsense. This demonstration offended him, challenged his worldview, his identity. He spoke loudly, addressing Bruce, addressing crowd, making statement. "Mr. Lee, I've been watching your demonstration. Very impressive, very entertaining. But I have concern. You show techniques, but do they work in real fight? Against real martial artist? Against trained opponent? Not cooperative volunteers? Real resistance? Real combat?" Bruce stayed calm, knew this type, had dealt with challengers before. Skeptics, traditionalists, protecting their territory, their ego, their identity. Yes, they work. I've tested them, against many opponents, many styles. That's how I developed them, through real experience. Karate teacher shook head dismissively. Testing against students isn't same as fighting real master. I propose demonstration, real demonstration. You versus me. Full contact sparring. Show these 500 students if your techniques really work, if you're really as good as reputation says. What do you say? Unless you're afraid, crowd murmured. This was challenge, public challenge, 500 witnesses. Bruce couldn't refuse without losing face. But accepting meant risk. What if he lost? What if something went wrong? Reputation damaged. Philosophy questioned. Everything he built. Challenged. Here, now, in front of everyone, in front of history. Bruce looked at Challenger, saw arrogance, saw ego, saw traditional mindset, rigid, unbending, but also saw opportunity. Perfect demonstration opportunity, actually. Show difference between traditional and evolved, between rigid and flowing, between ego and efficiency, between style and no style. Bruce nodded slowly. Okay, we spar, but understand, I will not hurt you intentionally. I will show control, show technique, show difference between fighting and combat. Agreed? Karate teacher laughed, mocking laugh. Don't worry about hurting me. Worry about yourself. I've fought full contact for 20 years. I won't go easy. I won't hold back. Removed shirt, traditional karate stance. Deep, rooted. Fists chambered at hip. Ready, focused. 20 years of training in that stance. Bruce stayed relaxed. Hands at sides. Weight centered. Watching. Reading. Already seeing everything. Already 3 moves ahead. Arena staff cleared space. Created safe zone. Placed padding. 500 students leaned forward. Couldn't believe this. Live demonstration. Real sparring. Bruce Lee versus traditional master. This was history. Happening now. Right here. Cameras started rolling. Someone yelled, "Is there referee?" Bruce shook head. "No need. This will be brief." The karate teacher didn't like that comment. Overconfident. Arrogant. "We'll see about brief. Ready?" Bruce nodded. "Ready." Teacher assumed fighting stance. Bruce stood natural. Teacher began circling, looking for opening. Bruce didn't move, just watched. Tracked movement. Read tension. Understood pattern. Saw everything before it happened. Teacher threw testing kick. Front kick. Checking distance. Bruce sidestepped. Minimal movement. Teacher threw reverse punch. Bruce wasn't there. Moved head. Inches. Teacher's fist passed by face. Close, but missed. Teacher threw combination. Jab, cross, hook. Bruce slipped all 3. Didn't block. Just moved. Efficiency. Economy. Water flowing. Teacher getting frustrated. Nothing landing. Bruce not even blocking. Just moving. Making it look easy. Making 20 years look irrelevant. Teacher decided commit. Full power. Threw his best technique. Mawashi Geri. Roundhouse kick, high. Targeting head. Strong kick. Powerful kick. Kick that knocked out many opponents. Kick with 20 years training behind it. Beautiful technique. Perfect form. All that traditional training. In one kick. His pride. His identity. Everything. Bruce saw it coming. Obvious. Telegraphed. Hip rotation showed it. Weight shift showed it. Eye focus showed it. Shoulder tension showed it. Bruce waited. Waited until last moment. Then moved. Simple. Efficient. Step inside. Closer to teacher. Under kick. Invading his space. Kick passed over Bruce's head. Teacher off balance. Mid-technique. Vulnerable. Exposed. Bruce's hand shot out. Lightning fast. Stopped 1 inch from teacher's throat. 1 inch. Could have struck. Could have crushed windpipe. Could have ended fight. Ended challenge. Ended consciousness. Ended life. But didn't. Just held hand there. 1 inch away. Proving point. Showing control. Demonstrating philosophy. Everyone saw it. All 500 students saw it. Bruce could have finished it. One strike. But chose control, chose teaching, chose demonstration over destruction. That was difference. That was evolution. That was Jeet Kune Do. That was Bruce Lee. 8 seconds. From teacher's first committed attack to Bruce's hand at throat. 8 seconds total. Everyone timed it later. Watched recordings. Counted frames. 8 seconds. That's all it took. 8 seconds to change everything. Bruce pulled hand back, stepped away, bowed respectfully. Thank you for demonstration. You've helped me show students important principle. Fighting isn't about destroying opponent. It's about control, about efficiency, about ending conflict with minimum necessary force. You're skilled martial artist. 20 years training visible. But training must evolve, must adapt, must let go of rigid form. Embrace what works. That's Jeet Kune Do. That's real martial arts. Karate teacher stood there, shocked, embarrassed, humiliated, in front of 500 people. His challenge, his ego, his arrogance, all deflated. In 8 seconds, he'd thrown his best technique, his strongest kick. 20 years of training, and Bruce made it look irrelevant, made it look slow, made it look obsolete, without even striking back. Just positioning, just timing, just control, just being water. Teacher bowed, deep bow, deeper than before, deepest bow of his life. I apologize. I was arrogant. I understand now. You've shown me. Thank you for lesson, for not hurting me, for teaching through action. Bruce bowed back. No apology necessary. You tested me. That's honest. I respect that. You made me better, made demonstration better. Students learned more because of you. Thank you. The crowd erupted. 500 students applauding. Standing ovation. Not for victory. Not for dominance, for control. For teaching. For philosophy demonstrated. Bruce showed them everything he'd been explaining. Showed efficiency. Showed economy. Showed evolution. Showed that traditional techniques, while beautiful, could be overcome. By timing, by positioning, by understanding, by letting go of rigid form. After demonstration ended, many students approached karate teacher, offered respect. That took courage. Challenging Bruce Lee. Takes more courage to accept lesson. Teacher nodded. I learned more in those 8 seconds than last 8 years. My ego prevented learning. Today, ego died. Learning began. Bruce spent another hour teaching, answering questions, demonstrating principles. But everyone remembered those 8 seconds. 8 seconds that proved everything. 8 seconds that showed difference between traditional and evolved. 8 seconds that changed 500 minds, including the challenger's mind. Most important one. Years later, that karate teacher became Bruce's student, closed his traditional dojos, opened Jeet Kune Do school, taught Bruce's philosophy, told story of that day. I challenged Bruce Lee in front of 500 people. 8 seconds later, I realized everything I knew was incomplete. Not wrong, just incomplete. Bruce showed me there was more. Better way, efficient way. That day changed my life, changed my teaching, changed everything. The story spread. Did you hear? Teacher challenged Bruce Lee at Long Beach. 500 students watching. 8 seconds later, teacher became student. Some details changed in retelling. Some said it was 5 seconds. Some said 10. Some said teacher threw punch instead of kick. But core truth remained. Bruce Lee was challenged. Bruce Lee proved his point. Bruce Lee changed minds. Through action, through control, through demonstration. Without ego, without violence, just pure technique, pure philosophy, pure Jeet Kune Do. That's what made Bruce Lee different. Wasn't about winning. Wasn't about dominating. Wasn't about proving others wrong. It was about showing better way. Teaching through action. Demonstrating through control. 8 seconds proved what hours of talking couldn't. Sometimes, action speaks louder than words. Sometimes, control shows more than destruction. Sometimes, 8 seconds changes everything. Forever. Long Beach, 1967. 500 students. One teacher's challenge. 8 seconds of truth. Everything changed. That's Bruce Lee's legacy. Not the fights he won, the minds he changed, the students he created, the philosophy he spread. 8 seconds at a time.